you have proposed the specific taxes. It's not just enough to say reduction of taxes. The churches, the religious leaders have said, reduce the taxes. FKE has been here. We have professionals who have been here. All of them are talking the same language. But to help this committee, and we know your vast experience in matters finance, please be specific. Like on fuel, we have about 16 taxes and levies. Which ones are you specifically proposing should be scrapped or reviewed downwards? Because that is what really sent the cost of living high when we moved VAT from 8 to 16%. On electricity, we have almost another 10. So putting 20 levies and new taxes at once on the shoulders of a Kenyan. Please be specific in your recommendations. Thank you.
Thank you. Response, 5 last minutes, kindly.
Excuse me, the one question on the...
Yeah, but let it be as brief as possible.
Yeah. Now, thank you, Governor Nderitu. Part of, the task of this committee is to address issues of accountability, issues of impunity. Now, you have presented some graphic cases where the police are alleged to have used brutal force against Kenyans. Now, from the data that you have, because, even in America, we see some rogue policemen, but you will see action being taken against them. They will be arrested and prosecuted like any criminal. Now, from where you are sitting, do you have any indication as to whether there is any single police officer who has been arrested, taken to court, and charged for any crimes committed against Kenyans by the police? Thank you.
Kindly take note, you have exactly 5 minutes. We have about 10 more teams waiting out there since 2 p.m. Kindly.
No police officer, to our knowledge, has been held to account. As a matter of fact, they have been congratulated by the highest leadership in the regime. I agree with the co-chair that we may not always agree with what each other is saying. I think that's why we are talking. The senator may not agree with our figures, but isn't that why we need an audit? That's the whole point. Yeah, that we are looking for a neutral arbiter to do so. The question that he asked about the Supreme Court, the whistleblower came way after the Supreme Court matter had been settled. On the matter of Jubilee Party and the illusion of multipartyism, the whole parties are the foundation of democracy. Without functioning political parties, we cannot possibly have democracy. It is incumbent on any regime in power to let parties operate in the manner that is contemplated in the Constitution. So the continued aggression against Jubilee Party, the fact that Jubilee Party and other parties, when they change parliamentary leadership, for example, those changes are not implemented because speakers have taken a partisan view. It is well known, for instance, that Jubilee Party and Azimio coalition have communicated changes to who should be the deputy whip in the assembly, and this has for more than 6-7 months not been acted upon by the speaker. So it is clear and that if we continue on this trajectory, we will certainly go back to where we were in the days of a single party system. On the question of resources of Jubilee Party, and this is a matter being also contested in court, the evidence is that the masqueraders have been allowed by certain actions of officers of state to access Jubilee resources from their accounts. citizens go to the streets